What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the channel, watching a video. Today we're going to do a product review. Now, this is a product that is all over the TikTok, or TikTok as I call it to aggravate Michael. It is actually an ozone generator. I don't like to order things on the TikTok channel because we don't really know where this thing's going in the US because of the craziness that's going on. So I looked on Amazon and I did order it through Amazon. And I'll tell you the story about that. But anyway, this is an ozone generator, and we're going to get into the review of it. I skipped the unboxing because it was a boring brown box and there wasn't much to it. So I skipped the unboxing and went straight to the product. And let's go ahead and talk about that and look at the product. I'm going to talk a little bit about what an ozone generator does, what it's about, what you need to be careful about, because it's not a some warning things you need to be aware of. It's not that user friendly. Anyway, guys, here comes my review of an ozone generator I bought off of Amazon. All right, guys, this is the generator, the ozone generator that I bought. Oddly enough, it really doesn't have a brand name on it. Nowhere on here does it say who made this big boy. It just says ozone generator, danger, evacuate all living things before use, run mode. It has a timer. It has a battery operated something right here. It has the fan on the back, and then down below it has it says ozone generator. It has a model number, etc., etc. This is model 515. Anyway, online on Amazon, this is made by Creworks, Creworks, and this puts out 3,800 milligrams per hour of ozone. So it's an ozone generator. So in the box, you're going to get your ozone generator. You're going to get this, your instruction manual, and you're going to get this great tag that says no entry. Very important, because that will stop everyone. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about ozone. So what is ozone? Ozone is similar to oxygen. If you think about oxygen, and we're going to use these delicious blueberry pie Oreo cookies to represent what I'm talking about. So if we have oxygen is O2. It's 2 molecules of oxygen. Ozone is 3 molecules. So this O2 is oxygen. O3 is ozone. Ozone is unstable. So it's always looking for something to complete it. So it's going to pull molecules from the air to complete itself, to make itself stable. So it's going to grab smoke molecules. It's going to grab pet odor molecules. It's going to grab these molecules from the air to make itself stable. That's why it works to deplete odor, to kill germs. It's going to pull these molecules into it to complete this. By the way, these are gross. That's why I'm using them for displays.
They are good.
Michael likes them. I don't like them. I thought they were really weird. Anyway, I digress. Back to ozone. So that's how ozone generators work. And so it creates ozone, puts ozone in the air. It's pulling these bad molecules out and neutralizing them. So you're going to set this guy into your room. You're going to close the room. And inside your ozone generator, the instruction manual, it's going to tell you exactly what you're doing. It's going to tell you about the humidity value for the room, the temperature of the room on this little guy right here, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, here is your chart. This guy right here. That's going to give you your square footage of the room size for this generator and about how long you're going to need to run this generator to completely deodorize and sanitize the air in that room. So for this bedroom that I wanted to run it in, I ran it for 2 hours. So now what I have to do is you have to close this room off. You have to put towels under the door, turn off the vents in the room, seal the room up, turn the generator on, let it run for 2 hours. Set your timer for 120 minutes. 120 minutes, the timer goes off. The generator stops. It stops producing ozone. Real quick demo of how it works. So on the back, there's an on and off switch, on, off. You're going to turn it on. So you've got this on here, which is your temperature and time, and you do have what to do within certain ranges of temperatures, anything. So we turn this on. We're not going to run it much because we're not supposed to breathe it. So hear the like, and you smell it pumping this stuff out. You're going to hold your breath, go in there, open the windows, let the room air out for a couple of hours. Why do I say that? So if you think about these Oreos pulling healthy molecules and you're breathing in ozone, it's going to pull molecules from your lungs. So if you're pulling in this ozone, it's going to pull molecules out of your lungs, and it could damage your lungs, especially if you've got breathing problems like asthma and you're taking in a ton of this ozone. You don't want to be breathing it, bottom line. So that's why they give you this big warning sign saying don't enter, don't enter. You really do need to take this seriously. Don't get in the room with the ozone. Close it off. Leave the house. Take your pets out. Close off the area. Don't sit and smell this stuff. If you can smell it, you need to kind of get out. Ventilate it well after you're finished. But it's going to smell clean. It really does kill and neutralize the smell. It also sanitizes stuff too. It'll sanitize the room. I've heard people say if you have clothes that have skunk smells, put the clothes in a bag with the generator, run it for a few minutes, close it up, tie the bag, leave it sitting with that ozone in there. It'll kill the skunk smells. When you have smoke in your car or buy a car that smells like cigarette smokes, put your generator, close off the car, let it run and recirculate for 15, 20 minutes, let it sit, then ventilate your car and it'll kill the smell. Well, I've ran it on 2 different rooms and it really does work. I mean, it really does work. Now, my story with this generator, the first one I got, I plugged it in. It did absolutely nothing. It did not run. There's something wrong with it. I had to take the generator and tilt it like that for the fan to start running. So there was something wrong with it. I sent it back. This one works like a charm. Love it. And when you plug it in, you can smell. It smells like pedicure. I think it's what it's called. It's the smell of a rain, like right after a rain. That's the way I think it smells. It's a real clean smell. Mike thinks it kind of stinks. It's kind of right on the kind of bleachy smelling almost. It's like a really strange clean smell, but it really is. I think it smells clean, but you don't want to smell it. You don't want to just sit there and huff this stuff because it could damage your lungs. It could harm you because you think about what it's doing when you have these 3 delicious blueberry Oreos trying to look for something to fill itself and complete itself. So be careful and take that warning seriously. But anyway, I paid $32.99 for this guy. It's regularly like $42.99, but it had $10 off, I think. So $32.99. I don't know what they were selling for on TikTok, but it was around that price too. But again, I got it in like 2 days, I think. So it was a good deal, dude. We've got a camper that we don't use a lot or at all. And I'm going to put it out there and just run it in the camper for an hour every so often just to get the smell out. It kills mold. It does things like that ozone will take care of that. So I think it's a good deal for $32. It works for me. Well, that's about all I have to say about my ozone generator. I think it's a good find. Again, just be careful with you when you're using it. Use it. Take the warning seriously. Don't think you're a superstar and you need to not pay attention to it because you really do. But it does work. So that's my thoughts on the ozone generator. It's worth the money, especially if you have fire damage. They say that recovery places that clean up after fire damage, they use the big heavy duty ozone generators. Also, I read that crime scene recovery, they use these things too. Like if they have a decomposition issue, that they'll put the ozone generators and it will eat up that smell. So that's kind of gross, but hey, it works. And it's really good on pet odors too. They said on like litter boxes and things like that, it'll take care of that. But make sure you get your little cats and dogs out of the rooms. It'll harm them too. So make sure they're out of the room. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling on. That's my idea about the ozone generator. Short and sweet little review. We like it. For $32. It's worth the investment. They do have bigger units, but of course they cost more. If you've got a big area to use and you want to do it relatively quicker, you might want to invest for a bigger one. But anyway, for $32, this serves its purpose for us. Thanks for watching, guys. If you are not a subscriber, do take a second, hit that subscribe button. It means the world for us, guys. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there, but above all, be nice to each other.